Whoa, guys, life after Take the Stage. Let's talk about it.
Chino HD Training.
Hi guys, what's going on? So, Take the Stage series is officially complete. Please head over to the playlist and give it a watch. Just follow from episode 1 onwards, because that was a process that took me from August 2015 up to, again, August 2016. I did 2 shows. I only showed you the first show because after filming and vlogging for my first show and having all the success, my success, and the emotion towards it, when I was gearing up towards my second show, I actually had another show in like later on in July. The aim was to prep for that, have a few days to come back down to reality, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks intense for the next show. But I went a bit overboard. I literally ate everything. Literally, it was everything. For me, it was done. I went from 185 pounds. Bear in mind, guys, I went on stage at 185 pounds. My lowest weigh-in from my entire prep was 183, 182 pounds. So I lost over 40 pounds in the weeks that took me from August 2015 to July 2016. And when it came to after my show, I literally ate. I think I gained 20 pounds. It was ridiculous. I went from 185 pounds back up to about 200 pounds, and I said to myself, this is ridiculous. Maybe not that extreme, but I did go, I gained a lot of weight really quickly, and that was just because of the sodium, the high sugary foods I was eating, or the crap I was drinking, and I went into a dark place. For me, it was, oh my god, redemption. I need, you know, if I want to make the transition to the next show date, I need to go hard, go heavy. Like for a week, I was on like less than 60 grams of carbs. I did hours of cardio, hours of Stairmaster skipping. In my head, it was just redemption. Do you like the Drake song? When he goes, redemption's on your mind, that's all you think about. Literally, I had that playing, because in my head I was like, that's all I'm thinking about. Ended up speaking to Chris, empowered by Eating Chris, who suggested that I either deter all my shows and leave it as the July show, or look at a show later on in August or October and aim for that. So idea was take a little bit of a break. What I did was I looked to get into a show in, I think, really late August, September time. Late August, early September time. That was my second show. It was actually quite fun, the second show. I drove to Birmingham. Me, my brother and Becca, we went to Birmingham, and it was crazy. I didn't expect the drive to be that long. I didn't realise how far Birmingham was, but it was fun. And again, it was just the whole point of the series, guys, which is what I should have said at the start, and I think I probably did say at the start, was to show that anyone can achieve anything. For me, I personally hate being restricted. I hate when my body restricts me from doing things. I hate when my social life restricts me from doing anything. I hate being caged. So I decided, again, you know, you've seen the prep, you've seen me working a daytime job, you've seen me working a nighttime job, also, you know, trying to do vlogging, also trying to keep up a relationship. It was difficult, but, and you know, you saw me also finishing working a nighttime job and then going to the gym at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You see me going to work, trying to deal with temptations in work and still making sure I got to the gym. And that was basically what I was trying to show people, that you can have all these work commitments, life commitments, but you can still, if you wanted to, get fit. For me, I took it to an extreme of, let me show you. I will get fit for a bodybuilding show. I will get to the body fat percentage. I will show you the commitment, determination it takes to get to that level. And a lot of people used to be like, you know, what motivates you? You know, if you're not a PT and if you're not aiming for first place, why go through the emotional trauma of dieting down to a show? And because I just like challenges, that's basically it. I don't do it for a gimmick. I don't do it to boost anything. I mean, I showcase it on social media because it's my outlet. And again, social media keeps me accountable. And in that way, in me being accountable, if other people resonate with it and they look at their own lives and think, oh, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's an added bonus for me. But my main goal isn't like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I want to get views, I want to get likes. Guys, I could care less for views. It's all about the way I am, the way I feel, and how I motivate others. But more importantly, after my shows were finished, the main thing for me was trying to get back to normality. Trying to, you know, there's a lot of things when you're unprepped you don't do. So you don't go out for food, you don't like socialize with your friends, you don't do a lot of things. So I really wanted to take time to redefine life again, to understand what, you know, what life is like instead of thinking about competition prep. Because honestly, when you're doing a competition prep, it basically is about your body. Everyone says it's a selfish game, and before I even went to do bodybuilding shows, I researched a lot into it. And again, that's the most important part, researching. I watched videos of people who were doing prep. I read about how prep can, you know, stress you out emotionally, mentally. You know, Chris was talking to me about how even after my show, I will struggle mentally with being okay with the way I look. I will still mentally have a bad relationship with food. And I was like, oh, John, I'm gonna read it all, so at least I know and I'm prepared, and it should be fine after my show. But guys, after my show, it doesn't matter how much you read, when you live it, it still hits you. So my relationship with food was still, I just ate everything, but then I felt guilty for it. And then again, my relationship with my body, going to the gym, from getting to that percentage, body fat percentage, and that, you know, small percentile of people who actually look really good. And I'm not tooting my own horn here, but you know, you look really good when you step on stage, to then adding the weight back on and then looking a bit bloated and realizing that it's not bloat, it's just body fat. You know, you've regained body fat. Like, I literally, in the 30 something weeks, in the months it took me to diet down, it took me about 2 to 3 to 4 weeks to gain it all back. And it's crazy. And that's because I chose to not have a plan. Because originally I said I would, you know, do a reverse diet and then slowly, and I even posted that I was going to show people and showcase it, and that was my way of keeping myself accountable. But then, you know, for nearly a whole year of really being strict, bearing in mind I was hungry at the time, bearing in mind I was angry all the time. I did 45 minutes of cardio. I was doing 8 exercises. With 8 exercises, I was doing about 6-7 sets. My reps, my rest time, talking to people, motivation, it was intense. So now, scaling back, it's understanding that the contributing factors that motivated me to go for stage isn't what I'm doing now, and I wanted to kind of have more to my life. So yeah, just wanted to kind of like detail how the prep life has affected me. And if I went into too much detail, I would be here for absolute hours, because I can talk about how it affected my relationship with friends, how, you know, friends didn't invite me to anything because they knew I didn't want to be invited, because that's just added pressure. When I was working the other night, people would offer me food. If you follow me on Snapchat at ChinoHD, or even on my Instagram stories at ChinoHDT, I would post about how I was, like my face, my really face, when people go, oh, do you want a chip? Oh, it's only 1 chip. And I'm like, really? Especially people of a night time that I'm working with. Bear in mind, the bar I used to work with faced the kebab. It faced the kebab. People were walking down every day going, you know, do you want this? And I'd be like, no. The guys I was working with, I'd be like, listen guys, you know, I'm prepping for the show. I'm really annoyed, I'm really angry, I'm really tired, I can't eat anything. Just, if you're gonna get food, just don't tell me it tastes nice. just don't even flaunt it in my face. And you get the odd guys who would think like, oh, I'll be funny, these chips are so nice, and it would get to the point where I would have to remove myself from where I was standing, because in my head I'd flip the chips over, I'd punch the guy in the face, and I'd caused a bigger scene in my head. And it's ridiculous. Even now it gets me mad to think about how like insincere people can be. But then for them, like, they just see it as, oh, I offered him food and he flipped out, so I offered him food. And like, you know, the bigger picture, that's what it was. I'm getting mad because people were just being generous, whereas in my mind it was they're trying to sabotage me, they don't want me to win, you know, they want to see me fail, blah blah blah. And you know, even if when I did go out to eat, me and Becca would go to Nando's, and you know, I could make Nando's fit. Again, I was eating meat, so you know, I'd just get a plain butterfly chicken, salad on the side. I would get enraged when we left and I saw plates which were still full of food. It wasn't even, oh, that's such a waste of food, people are going home, you know, people are in third world countries are starving. It was, no, out of my choice, I can't eat a lot of food. Out of my choice for this bodybuilding show, if you're not prepping, you should be able to go to Nando's and clear your plate, because that was the biggest insult to me. And it's crazy looking back now, because I, you know, walked past whatever and I could care less. So it's ridiculous. But yeah, I really wanted to make this video to kind of say that, you know, I was really happy with the achievement of even stepping on stage with people. Guys, I've never stepped on stage, never posed. I'm not interested, quote unquote, in bodybuilding. Would I class myself as a bodybuilder? No. I'd class myself as a fitness competitor. I'd class myself as someone who likes taking on new challenges, and performance athlete, if I had to class myself as anything like that. You know, I wanted to take on the challenge of stepping on stage. Like, guys, 2013, Tough Mudders. 2014, I was doing half marathons. I was like, what can I do? And it was either full marathon or powerlifting or a bodybuilding show. So I said, let me go for stage, let me take the stage. So that's where it came from. Right now, I just wanted to kind of showcase how, you know, emotionally, you know, I'm coming to terms with a lot of things. It's, you know, it takes a long time emotionally and mentally to adjust to life. It takes a lot of time to kind of detach your ideals of what people should look like. So for me, you know, for a long time, if I wasn't like 6% body fat, I was fat. You know, I mean, you can see in the videos I'm going to post that my face is so bloated, like so chubby. I'm holding lots of water. It's just crazy, because for me, and you know, a lot of things I didn't even vlog and video, because I was like, no one wants to see me like looking like this, when they know that I used to be like shredded. But it's just, now it's just a different lifestyle. I've got different motivations. Right now I want to introduce a new series which is called Life in HD, obviously Chino HD training. For those who don't know, HD stands for high definition. I want to start a series called Life in HD, which is basically my segments after my show, leading up to, I think, the end of 2016, entering 2017. So we've got, like, right now, today, again, I'm still trying to catch up with all my videos. Today is what, the 26th of June 2017, and this is my introduction to a 2016 video, just because I did stop filming for ages, and so I actually do just feel comfortable right now with the way I look at the moment. So that's why I'm more active on camera, which is, it's mad to say, it's mad to think that I could be this kind of like self-conscious. Again, being in thinking that I'm a bodybuilder and thinking that that's my, you know, people know me for a certain look. Well, no, people don't know me for a certain look. People know me for me, not for the look I provide or presented at that given challenge. So yeah, we've got so much going on this year, guys, and I'm going to introduce, and again, after my Life in HD series, I've already got videos that are backdated that I've got instructions for new videos where right now, 2000 and I think November 2017, I decided to become a vegetarian or pescatarian, so I decided not to eat meat. Originally I was meant to do it till up to May 2017 because I had a Born Survivor competition, so Born Survivor obstacle run, and I wanted to see how being a vegetarian, pescatarian, or just not eating meat affected my training performance. So, you know, that came and gone, and come the new year, that I said to myself, okay, how about a resolution to improve in the challenge, to redefine the challenge and have it where I become a pescatarian or a non-meat eater for entire year. So right now that's the new thing that we're going for, not eating meat for an entire year to see how it affects my lifestyle. And guys, it's interesting, but I'm going to, you know, show that as we go on. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it, and hit that like button. The Take the Stage series has been amazing for me, and there's so much more to come. So yeah, life in HD. Thank you guys.
Chino HD Training.